Hey Rainey, hey Nico, hi Martin, hi again Paul. It's good to see all of you.
Hello.
Hi Julie. Geshe has arrived. So if you're brand new, we usually stand when Geshe arrives.
Okay, if you're in the Gampa, please turn to page 35 in the Gold Prayer Book, and we'll begin with the 7-limb prayer. Gosungu pegune chakshalo ngao shami trulchutrin malubul tokmene sakdik tung tam che shak kepake wanam la jayrang korwa matong partulek shugne drola chuki korlo korwa dang shen ge nam jang tuk chen pongo. And then on pages 97, 98, the short mandala offering. Sashi Puki Chukshing Meto Tramri Ravling Shi Ni Degen Padi Sangye Shindu Mikte Uwa Idro Kunam Dag Jingla Chuparshok Jetsun Lama Tampa Kenam Kichu Kukala Kense Chutin Trig Jitar Tampe Dulce Zinma Lasa Gechaki Charbhav Tusol Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kam Niryatayami. And then on page 98, Geshe Gelek will lead us in the Refuge and Bodhicitta prayer.
Sanje Chudang Soki Chonam La
Changchu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Dagi Chinyengi Pesunamgi Trola Pinchir Sange Drupashog
Sanje
Chudang Soki Chognam La Changchu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Dagi Chinyengi Pesunamgi Trola Pinchir Sange Drupashog.
One time in English, please. One time in English.
I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merits I create through listening to the Dharma, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings.
Everything that's said in above is just to benefit sentient beings. Didn't say Buddhist or Christian, American, Tibetan. It just say sentient beings. So there's a whole goal to hoping to become enlightened for what? Just to benefit. For whom? Anything that breathes life, sentient beings, so just to benefit. So there's kind of strong, powerful word. As a Buddhist, we take refuge in Buddha Dhamma Sangha for what? Just to benefit, hoping hoping to achieve full enlightenment. For what reason? Just to benefit. To whom? Sentient beings. So just to benefit, that's all. So we're supposed to develop, like intentions or motivation to help others when we say this prayer. Supposed to develop motivations to help others. What kind of other? Doesn't matter. Other sentient beings. That's all. It's quite powerful. So that's why we're trying to, in my case, whatever I'm going to explain, I must remember doing this for what? To achieve full enlightenment, just to benefit, that's all. For you listening, to hoping to achieve full enlightenment, for what? Just to benefit, help others, that's all. Oh yeah, good evening. Good evening. Oh, yeah. All right. So, I've been teaching on karma last last number of Wednesday. What the first question? What is all this karma teaching is about? What is about? What is for? Karma is not different than actions. Our actions, verbal action, physical action, mental actions. That's what karma is. It's nothing more than that. It's not that hard to understand. Actions. Every action has reactions. Every positive action has positive reactions. Every negative action has negative reactions. So having a conviction, faith into our actions provide us all the happiness that we are seeking. Having a conviction, faith into law of causality is the root, the root of all the goodness. What is that? That is conviction, faith into causality. So it's kind of interesting, like in Tibet, yeah, not just Tibet, in Nepal also, probably India too. Yeah, there's difference between, when it comes down on view, there's a difference between Hinduism and Buddhism, but there's a lot of similarity between Hinduism and Buddhism. So Hindu, they also believe in karma, Buddhists, of course. So quite interesting when you observe, when people are talking, when you observe, so you hear, if they're having good time, what they say, oh, that's like due to holy beings, whatever you believe, Shiva, Vishnu, Buddha, whatever you believe, that's what they say. They're saying, if something's going wrong, they don't blame themselves. They don't blame like their friends, country, president, peoples, family. They don't blame that. They point to karma. How that happened. What is the difference? Like blaming your friend, your family, your country, your president, your party. It never ends. It never ends. It never ends. When you point to karma, maybe now you are seeing when you point to karma, then you are kind of seeing end of suffering, kind of seeing, not really seeing, but kind of seeing end of suffering. That's why you pointed to karma. So it's like these people are not very educated, but that's what they say. Dugna Chingi ladies. It says, oh, there's something going wrong. That's like due to previous karma or something like that. What's the benefit? You're blaming yourself. That's not good things. So you're already having hard time. Then on top of that, you look down on yourself, then you blame yourself. That's not the smartest things to do. The blaming other, they will probably blame you. So that leads into fight. Blaming karma doesn't talk. So then what happens? Then you kind of like, how you say, when is it? Oh, it is due to my previous karma. What you realize, by saying that, what you realize that in this life, I should not, I should be more mindful about what I say, what I think, what I do. Make sure nobody get hurt by my physical action, my verbal actions. Make sure I don't think to hurt someone. This is not good because every action has reactions. What is that? There's a natural, that's called natural law of causality. In Buddhism, what is called karma. In America, what you call, what goes round comes round. That's what you call. That's true. People, when you be kind to them, they don't care what you believe. They don't care. Generally speaking, they don't care because they enjoy your company because you are kind. They realize you are not a threat to their happiness. Even the animals, unbelievable. Even animals, your kindness. When you show the kindness, even the animals who have no education, no school, no religions, they feel comfortable. They come closer and closer to you, not because they know you are Buddhist. No, not because of that. Because of your kindness. They realize you are not kind of, I'm not sure how they see as a human or as like some beings. Not sure how they see. When they see us, I'm not sure, are they seeing as a human being or seeing as some like animal? I don't know. But what they trust you. It takes time. That eventually they trust you that you are not going to harm them. So they feel comfortable. They eat the nuts you put out. They eat even though your physical appearance is very visible to their eye, they don't mind. So they just eat they eat the nuts very relaxed way. Oh, that's due to kindness. So the beginning of this text, the title, Delek Tamjik Tsawa. Tsawa means root. Delek Tamjik means all the goodness. Delek, goodness. Tamjik means all. Tsawa is root. Lendala Ichige Teva. Ichige Teva means conviction, faith into causality. So now just think. I'm not asking you to believe. Just think. Use your own brain. Think. So it's interesting that as when you observe the people are having conversation, they're talking about they're always talking about something good. They're talking about what went wrong, like somebody like. Then they say, oh, that's like due to the previous karma. They don't usually say, oh, due to this, my family. So they create some kind of like space where you have some understanding. You realize there's something to there's something to the karma, there's something to be understood, something that needs to be understood within the causality. So that kind of helps you to accept rather than fighting. You are already in that situation, you're fighting, that is not going to help. At least accept and think something is finishing up. Something is finishing up. So there are like something, you see some meaning in this unfavorable condition that you are in. You are seeing not just entirely negative, you are seeing something, some meaning. You see some meaning there, some meaning. So that meaning or that understanding helps you, and then you're like seeing or something's finishing. There's something to be happy about rather than just negative. Okay. Niji dibi yongkante midyo dunga chada bajuja lenge debu sebe jutune jenge lamdo longba chinjilos. Niji, environment. Chu means being in the environment. Environment is so toxic, all the being inside there are so unhappy. Now you are there. Niji dibi yongkante. Not just on 1 to 3, many of them. Midyo dunga chada bajuja. You feel overwhelmed. Then unfavorable condition or circumstance, you feel like it's like pouring down on you like rain. Don't just see these unfavorable conditions that feel like pouring down on you like rain, meaning you feel unbearable, you feel overwhelmed. That's what it means. Falling down on you like rain. What kind of understanding that you needed in order to protect your peace of mind? You need to understand the negative result that you're experiencing now is the end of something. It's end of something. It's not beginning of something. It's end of something. It's the end of something. Meaning, it will not repeat. It will be enough. Done. It's finished. Need to see that very clearly. Need to see something is ending. That you don't need to go through this again. Something is ending. That should be the focus. Focus should not be the pain. Focus should be something is exhausting, something is finishing, it's end of something. So then, once you understand, once you start to see that, unfavorable conditions. So maybe you can utilize that unfavorable condition. You can utilize that. Learn how to accept rather than denying, pretend it's not there, fighting, all of this. No benefit, no beneficials. Accept. Then what do you do? Accept, what do you do? Transform that into something where you can have peace of mind. That's what we call quintessential instruction how to accept difficulties, problems, pain. So that's the teachings that taught by Buddha. So if you have any other mechanism that you can use, that's also fine too. Doesn't have to be only this one. So what you need is help. You need help. This moment you need help. Maybe need whatever ways, maybe seeing some meaning in this circumstance. Denying is not helping. Fighting is not helping. Maybe accept and to see some meaning there. It's not completely meaningless. It has some meaning. It's like end of something. It's the end of something. That must be the focus for this practice. Okay, so today it will be the last class. So we will do this practice. So then think about something. Karma teaching. Some people they use, that's your karma. That person don't understand the karma. The karma teaching is to liberate you, free you from what? From pain, from suffering. It's not a punishment. It's not a punishment. Karma, understanding of karma, give you a chance how to handle unfavorable conditions. Either there's the environment or people being in the environment. Okay, so that's why, according to Buddhism, that's why it's so important to study, understand the karma, law of causality. Karma. So now it makes sense. Sometimes people say, you are the creator of next moment of your happiness. Makes sense. You are the creator of the next moment of your happiness. Makes sense. Makes sense. So, for your happiness, for your own happiness, you need to be kind. It's not just only sake of religious belief. If you want a friend, be kind. Don't be mean. If you are more caring, loving, you will have friends. You will have no problem of shortage of friends. You will have a lot of friends. If you just only think about yourself, then disregard other people's well-being. So then life is not going to be easy. Life comes with the complications. And on top of that, there will be more complications because of your perceptions, because of your attitude, create more difficulties. So then, of course, you can blame now why you feel overwhelmed living a life. So anyway, so we are going to do this chanting, so you can meditate. So I just explained the meaning. So what is this practice called? Quintessential instructions how to transform unfavorable condition into something like a wave. Wave. If you are like a surfer, you can use for your own benefit. You need wave. So like some people, if you don't know how to surf, it's dangerous. They could kill you. If you know how to surf, meaning if you know the karma, you can use. This is a good example. If you have good understanding of karma, you can use that wave. Coming from environment, coming from people inside the environment, all toxic, but you can utilize that for your own benefit. Require understanding of karma, require that. Same as like skill, how to surf. If you don't know how to surf, you should not go close to the waves, so they know probably bring you down on the water and that. Okay, so now, Lamrim, can you read that stanza? I just explained.
It's page, I'm going to say the page number real quick. Page
161, LC 96 in the red prayer book. Even if the environment and beings are filled with the fruits of negative karma and unwished for sufferings pour down like rain, I seek your blessings to take these miserable conditions as the path by seeing them as causes to exhaust the results of my negative karma.
I think here one thing needs to be explained, blessing. What's the definition of blessing? Blessing means transformation. Blessing means change. If there's no change, or even like kissing a Pope's ring, if there's no change, it's not going to help. Putting hat, there's many different ways to presenting blessing. In our traditions, people put their hat, the hand on the head. When my teacher came, my teacher did that's a little bit too hard, like pat on the David head, my teacher. So I thought that's a little bit too hard. So, but David enjoy anyway. So why? Yeah. So anyway, every tradition is different way of representing blessing. Catholicism, you kiss Pope's ring, but you need to understand the blessing. Why you bless house? Why you bless food? Because you are trying to change something. Why you bless food before you eat? Change something. If something change, then you receive blessing. You receive blessing. You can say, I receive blessing because. So that's why here this word, seeking your blessing means, it's not easy to do, but like basically saying like, so what do you think? When you say I seek blessing, what it means? What do you think? Anybody want to share? Even online? When you say I seek blessing, so like are you thinking about like I'm not sure what you're thinking, like I say in Sanskrit it's called bhakti. In English you say devotions. Say the blessing like snow mountains. But it has potentials to get some water. If the snow melts, there will be water. But snow is not going to just melt if there's no sun. The sun is like devotions. Sun is like devotions. When they shine on the snow mountain, whomever you believe, Buddha, Tara, Jesus, Allah, whatever you believe, if they shine there, it will melt. So that water is blessing. Lama kushi kanri la murki nima, mashana chilabji chuju mijun. Snow will not melt. If there's no sun, snow will not melt. So therefore, think about devotion. Means like otherwise this heart, this our mind become like hot desert. Nothing will grow. Nothing will grow because you don't believe in anything. Nothing will grow. It's become a hot desert. Nothing will grow. Why some people feel so good when they visited Europe, huge church. Some people like tourists, they just look, they're like, wow, they're more interested about history. When it was built, how they built, some people have tears, goosebumps. What happened? Mind. It's not the object, it's the mind. Some people don't feel nothing, they're just tourists, they just take photos, they feel nothing. Some people, they feel so much. What happened? Some people receiving blessing, some people receiving nothing. Maybe some knowledge or that. So just for the sake of knowledge, same thing having what you call Buddha nature. That you have potential to become enlightened, having a faith. That having a faith rather than doubt, having this conviction faith is quite critical in order to go higher. That you have to recognize you have Buddha natures, meaning that you can become Buddha. Like that. But we have more doubt than faith. We don't believe in ourselves. We don't believe you can do it. We don't believe you can become enlightened. Or you think, oh, just a good idea. I don't think it's possible. And that. So, just want to explain for the sake of knowledge, the definition of blessing. Definition of blessing is to change, transforming environment into something positive. Bless the house, bless food, transform. That's so seek a blessing. Okay. So now please meditate. So we are going to chant this and just think about the reason why you chant. When you chant, you stretch the word. So why you do that? It gives you more time to reflect on the meaning. So then it's become beautiful meditations, productive meditations. Okay? It's not just waste of time. So now you can meditate or you can participate. Okay? So first one for karma, accepting difficult. Now the second one is, I think whenever Tejalam led this meditation last 2 Sundays ago. Sanghe, sang means something good, something positive. Nge means something negative. Now, experience, whatever, so you could say experience, you could say seeing good and bad, or experience of good and bad. No matter what kind of appearance, whether it is positive or negative, there's practice called 5 power. 5 power. That's practice called. There's 2 types of 5 power. The second one is 5 power time of death. Not that one, but it's like same name but different meaning. So there's another 5 power, that. So I will explain. So I've been thinking to explain, but no, never explain. I will explain that. No matter what you experience, what you see, positive or negative, what you experience, good or bad, chukun, all of that. 죽은님부 동행냐면서 ultimately all of that experience seeing 동행냐면서 자주 심리 배워 람들 이대 바시 공부 친절로스 utilize what you experiencing good or bad, seeing good or bad. You should utilize that feeling or experience. You should utilize that. And to deepen your understanding of bodhicitta, deepen your understanding of bodhicitta, altruistic intentions. What will be the result? Ide bashi, just only joyful mind. What is the result is going to be? Ide bashi, ide mental happiness. Bashi means just mental happiness. That's the result. Doing this practice. Okay. Do na sang na wa je ya Oh yeah, so now that practice is done. So I'm going to finish the class, rest of the class. Okay. I think the teaching of karma is very good. I mean, it helps you how to handle, how to deal with difficulties, definitely. No questions. 100% it helps. I think lack of understanding of causality, natural law of causality or karma. I think we added so much extra suffering in this life. You know, in Switzerland, people go to see therapists. What they talk, they're very unhappy because when they are young or something like, they go all the way back to their childhood. No, I'm not judging. But that's what I witness. I'm not judging. So I think yeah, of course, that's we have. If you look at reason, we have probably tons of reason to be. Tons of reason that you will find to blame somebody else. When I was 70 years old, I left my family behind. I went thousands of miles down to the deep south to become monk. You know, a lot of struggles. I miss your parents. Hungry all the time, lot of problems. No, slowly. I think that being in the monastery is like not right away. Then being there, then yes, we can't just focus on our struggle that we experience. I think everybody went through something, and you can't just focus on that. Life needs to move on. You can't just focus there. What you don't have. You don't have family. There's many reasons you can be very miserable. Local kids, they go to home, they go to visit their home. When they come, they have money, so you don't have all kinds of problems, but you don't focus. But what I'm not saying that I handled it very well. I'm just sharing the experience. At that time, it's hard. It's very hard. So then, just 7 years old, of course you miss your parents. So no relative, nothing. So that that something will grow so strong, because in being in that kind of environment, struggling, like missing parents, can't go because there's 1,000 miles journey, so you have no money, there's no telephone, there's no communications. It's like problem after problem. So and one of my friends, I think 5 of us, we came. Sikkim is here, Nepal, Bhutan. My monastery down there, like South India, Mysore. So 5 of us, we came down. So now he's no longer monk, but he went back to Sikkim. He's married now. So he missed his parents so much. In monastery, you get this like whole wheat bread, big size, maybe 1 pound, 1 kilo for bread. So then you can't probably eat this, so kind of big. So he's holding one bread, he's holding the bread. He take the piece and he take a part and he eats. Then he cries, "Mother, Mother, Amma," he cries. That goes round and round. So I didn't do that. But when I reached the monastery, and I was so sad, so now I realized it's now impossible to go back. So I just throw myself on the ground, roll, cry, all kinds of things. Didn't really help. There's not much money. So then I remember I used to see this mountain, this big mountain near the monastery. I thought if I can cross this mountain, beyond that mountain, there will be my family there. I remember 6 o'clock, what they do. I have a clear picture what they're doing there, 6 o'clock. But when I grew up, when I became teenager, like 16, 17, bunch of our classmates, we went beyond that mountain. That's not my hometown. That's like 1,000 miles away. Anyway, why I'm saying this, you grow stronger, so that, and I don't blame, I end up in that kind of environment, I don't blame anybody. Sincerely, honestly, I don't blame anyone. I never blame anyone. So that's my choice. I told my parents I want to go. They didn't send me there. I told them I want to go, and when I get there, I don't want to stay. I want to go back. So that luxury is not there. There's no money. Parent doesn't have money. The teacher, they lost country, Tibet, Chinese occupied. They just came as a refugee. So they are looking for younger monks to pass down their traditions. They are also financially a lot of problems. They also have a lot of problems. So, so then you grow. So it's almost like I'm not bragging myself. I'm just telling you what happens. So I'm not saying that I have bodhicitta. I don't have bodhicitta. I don't have very good understanding of karma. So what I'm saying is, in being in that environment, nobody judged nobody. Nobody looked down on nobody. Everybody equally treated. Regardless, you are coming from close, your home is just a few miles there, or your home is like 1,000 miles. We are all treated equally. So, so being in that kind of environment, then it helps a little bit here, a little bit. So then eventually you grow up. So then, you go into the class, then you study, then you slowly understand what is Buddhism is about. Then you study, then you think a little bit, then you trying to implement much as you can day-to-day life. So then so I think the Tibet is Buddhist country and is like a whole way of life, culture, traditions deeply rooted in Buddhism. So therefore they say, oh, if something good happens, that's like Buddha Dharma Sangha. If something bad happens, they say karma. Even though they have no knowledge. If you ask them what is karma, they probably don't know. But somehow that kind of thinking helps them not to get too upset, kind of like bring them on the ground, rethink. Oh yeah. So I think my point here, I think understanding of karma will definitely help. Definitely help. Monastery, we don't have therapy. I never went to therapy. There's no therapy. But when I was in Switzerland, so there's therapy. People they go to therapists. Therapist goes to see therapists because they are overwhelmed by seeing number of clients. So they go to see therapists. So I going with a few of my friends, going there, psychology therapists. So different culture, of course, different culture. So they have. So then you wonder like, oh, I don't have the best childhood. I also struggle so much, but I never thought to go to see therapists. So what they are talking about. When I was young, I was spanked by mother spank. So now it's hurting them so much. And I very much wish I could help. That happened to me many times. I don't even remember. For me, it's not that big deal, So in motivations, teachers hoping I'll get better in educations. That's why they spank, not because they hate me. They don't hate me. Parent, of course, Asian culture, they spank. So so but then they are what they are talking about, kind of like feel sad. It's like causing so much pain. Maybe you could just let it go. So maybe it's not easy as I think, but I think understanding karma definitely help. I think to heal our own wound and heal somebody else, pain. Maybe that person is doing something, saying something to you, maybe hoping to heal. But we don't focus on that. We focus on what people say. So anyway, the point is understanding of karma is good. It's quite important. Please, I'm not asking you to believe, analyze. Maybe you're missing something. Maybe we are missing something, not paying attention about karma, maybe missing something important. Or we could achieve some relief, okay? That's the point. So so today it will be the end of the class. So last Wednesday I explained Migi Chubu Susu Namiji Tebu. I will call the result of ripening karma. When you think about the result of karma, so there are result of ripening karma, Kunami Gidebu, Juntu Gidebu, result similar to the cause, then Dante dominate result, three of them. I explained the first one, I explained the second one too, so then I explained the third one, I think, medicine is not very effective, food not very effective, environment, these are all like related to the circumstance. So, second one, the result similar to the cause. So there's experience. If you lie, then you are going to be lie. Not just that, then you keep lying. So this is the true result of lying. So then last one, environment, medicines, weather, the food, all of that called dominant result. Okay. So now one question here. Mi mangbu so chobe chido kansa jibu soba tabi gewe le sam mi gewe le in te debu jungam. So taking one life to save 100 lives. The question, so taking one life, saving 100 lives. Is that positive karma or negative karma? The questions. Okay, take one life to save 100 lives. Lej not answer. Theater gave me get chula nenga shimuchenas. If you look at it very closely, she, as I said, basis, attitude, in their perceptions, motivations, delusions, three of them, preparations, then the culminations, conclusions. In order to karma to complete, you have to have four of them in order to complete. She is somebody joa tardu ke part tamji gesen kone simbe jindang chiktabu kabele so jina. If the all motivate the basis, there's nothing really you can change basis. If it's a human being, it's a human being. Doesn't matter, the motivation is positive, it's not going to change. Motivation is negative, object is not going to change, it's just human being, it's not going to change human. So, all of them, if there's all of them are positive, Kone simbe jindan chibu kabile isa. Shine tadu parche, tadu dizin nabiles. So basically saying all these 4 points, basis, attitude, preparations, conclusions, or culminations. If all 4 of them is positive, then it's positive. If all 4 of them is negative, then it's negative. Even though it looks like positive, it's negative. Make sense? Oh yeah. The mangbu so chobe chedo kansaji soba tobi jowa so chobe ju migiwele topchung ti junju debudunga che jangs. Taking one life for saving many lives, that action or karma. The result similar to the cause. Cause is what is cause here? Taking life, one person's life. That's the cause. So result now similar to the cause. So there will be consequences. There will be consequences. Sambe cheba gewe jutop chebe nami da dande dewal jimena le na nami kabulang jatansa Mambushik Suebe Samba, Sambe, Machabe, Jimbato, Tabe Semchava. So basically what I'm saying, this is not heavy negative karma. Taking life, generally speaking, taking life is not advisable. It's not, there's no permissions to taking life. So then, like the Buddhism, there's like Mahayana, Theravada. Theravada Buddhism, Thailand, Burma, Laos, Cambodia, Sri Lanka, this country practice Theravada Buddhism. So then Tibet, China, Mongolia, Vietnam, Japan, Korea, these are all practice Mahayana Buddhism. In Mahayana Buddhism, there's exceptions. Situation like this. Otherwise, hundreds of people will die. So now, in order to save 99 people, they're taking one. The intention is good. You're worried that many people are going to die. So that you choose these actions, deliberately choose these actions. But generally speaking, in Theravadan tradition, there's no permissions. Even in this kind of circumstance, it's negative, is no permission. Mahayana Buddhism is all about helping others. So what is happening here, that person is about to create huge negative karma, killing hundreds of people. You realize that. So he's about to create so much negative karma, and like 100 people are going to lose their life for no reason, not good reason. So therefore you decide to take. The motivation is not anger, it's not attachment, it's not ignorance, you are very clear. It's like wisdom. So therefore, because of the motivations, the karma is light. See, so now the last part, then pretty much done.
Geshe, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So when it comes to the wisdom, what if you think you know, but you don't really know that it's going to be, a positive thing?
Example?
Well, in your example, like the person who is going to kill the one person in order to save lives, the hundreds of lives of others. But what if that one person who's going to do the act of the killing, thinks that they understand, thinks that they have the wisdom to know what's best, but when in fact they don't?
So I mean the person who's about to kill other people?
No, the person who's going to kill the one person.
Can you repeat? Please repeat again. Sorry.
So.
Got confused. There's three.
Yeah. So
person who's thinking to take that person's life.
Yeah, the one. Yeah. So let's say
Then you need to be 100% sure that person is going to kill them. You can't just It's not like assuming. It's not assuming. It's the fact.
Yeah, but what if you don't have the absolute wisdom that you need to know that?
What do you mean? What kind of wisdom?
To know that person's gonna. Well, I guess if that person knows for sure that one person's gonna kill hundreds,
need to be.
So they absolutely need to know
need to
that.
be certain. Otherwise, you can't just like taking human lives. Very big things. It's not easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to be certain. You can't just assume.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, like. There's like the killing motivations, time of actions. There's like causal motivations before the actions. There's motivations to take life. Then the motivation that motivation there's two. Then the motivation time of action. Actually, when you're taking life. So because of that, there is consequence. There will be consequences. It is killing, regardless of what your reason might be is killing. So because of that, there will be consequences. But there will be no consequences as usually, out of anger, like or attached to their wealth or their like power, like none of this, delusion is not there. Delusion is not there. Basis, attitude. Within the attitude, motivation is clean. Perceptions is good. It's not bad. Delusion, there are three of them in one, in attitude. Delusion, there's no delusions. There's no ignorance, there's no anger, there's no attachment. There's a clear wisdom. You are very clear. So in the Buddha's lifetime, there's a merchant, 500 of them, went to collect precious stone into the oceans, and they get some precious stones. So they are coming to the shore. Among those, there's one short person, dark-skinned short person, thinking to kill 409 of them and take the precious stone. So then one of the person realized that, so what do you call Geshe? Geshe means clairvoyant. Geshe. Even though you don't have clairvoyance, you have like what we call intuitions. We call rikshe. Intuition, rikshe. That's not clairvoyant, but sometimes it is like correct. So here use the intuitions. You can see by physical appearances the way they know, like here in America, you have expert for anything, everything.
Like a detective or something.
Yeah, quite amazing. Anything you bring the TV, there's expert. You bring the cat, they will call it cat expert. Everything, that's quite amazing. How much people study. So that rikshe, intuitions, something can tell on that. So then realize, then probably finish that person. Then the question arises: is this negative karma? Is all motivation? The less negative karma, some consequences, but that person is willing to accept. Person is willing to accept. Yeah.
So I think what she's thinking is, let's say I walked into a school and there was unfortunately a school.
Yeah.
If a shooter walked in and we see a gun, but they haven't killed anybody yet, and we don't know if they're going to kill somebody, we have no clue. I think our motivation would still be just as pure, but we don't know what's going to happen, then we shouldn't take an action because we don't know what they're going to do. Because I haven't really heard the clairvoyant bit before. I heard everybody go, oh, like, and we've heard that story so many times, but that really changed that for me when you said he knew.
Yeah.
I mean, we always hear he knew, but he clairvoyantly knew. If we don't have that,
I'm not saying
or intuition.
I'm not saying he has clairvoyant. What I'm saying is there's a difference between clairvoyant and intuitions.
Okay.
If you have clairvoyance, you can see clearly.
Right.
That's also like depends on the types of clairvoyance.
Right.
Intuitions, even though you don't have clairvoyance, you still have intuitions.
But if we don't have intuition, we just see something happening.
Huh?
If we don't have intuition either, we just see a dangerous situation. That wouldn't be something we should.
I think we do have intuitions, don't you think?
To some extent, yeah. But it is hard to trust that. That's what I think Linda was saying. We don't know.
Yeah. So that.
If we don't know. I know you can't really answer that.
I can answer.
Yeah.
So, sorry. So sorry, I can answer you. Maybe not. Let me finish the text. Then next Wednesday there will be something different. Yang means pure view. Next time when you see in the text pure view, that refers to Kabi Chu Kunji Shinga Be Yang Tabe Tawa yang tabi tawa kain dewa tang dunga namni jume bata, like this kind of like idea. Oh, just happened. No reason, just happened. Clearly indicate that you don't believe in causality. It just happened. So nothing just happened. Everything happened based on reason. Nothing just happened. What other word you use? What do you mean coincident? What does coincident means?
Coincidence.
Means it just happened? Huh? What do you mean just happened?
Coincidence usually means two things happening that appear to be related but aren't necessarily related.
Does this kind of indicate it just happened? No, then according to karma, nothing happens out of nothing. Something happens always out of something. It's that idea, things happen out of nothing. It's not, I think, like according to karma, it is not true. Anything happen for reason, for reason. So that, our pure view, in this case, not generally speaking, the context of the karma, when you see the pure view, that pure view refers to understanding and some degree of belief in causality. So that's what's pure view, okay, for the sake of knowledge. Sometimes you may be confused this pure view with the wisdom realizing shunyata. Of course, there's another pure view, but this is not kind of pure view we are talking about here. In this context, based on the karma's teachings, pure view refers to trusting in causality, okay, for the sake of knowledge. Oh yeah. This is not needed. So nami yunde jete topara kunjukan. Oh yeah. So now here I'm skipping 2 pages. Is not necessary to explain. So now, what happened? Oh, I say something horrible things out of anger. I'm feeling guilty. So now that needs to be purified. So now, in order to purify that, and how we need to understand how to purify. So purifying doesn't mean erasing the memory. Memory is not going to be erased as long as your brain is functioning. You will remember. But when you remember, there will be less pain. So that's the result of purification practice. There will be less pain. Then sometimes there will be no pain, just memory. There will be no pain. So that's called purification. So you need to purify. It's very important to purify. Any negative karma can be purified. This is the only quality of negative karma can be purified. Any size can be purified. At the beginning, you may feel like the moon under the dark cloud. Meaning, moon is here, dark cloud you can't see. The cloud is so thick and dark, but there's light. You may feel like that. So that, then dawatinta. So that cloud can be removed. Then the moon, you see the moon without cloud. That is possible. So the 4 power of the purification practice, 4 power. Number sunjin be top. This is very important. Regret, no guilt, regret. I regret. I don't feel guilt, I regret. Regretting towards something negative is positive. Regretting towards something positive is negative. Regret can be either positive or negative. Regretting towards something negative, that's positive. Regretting giving something, that's negative. Okay, so the out of 4 power, the regret. First one is regret. It's not that easy. It's not that difficult to develop regret. No. Long as you don't rejoice, it's quite easy to develop regret. If you enjoy, then it's not good. It'll take some time. That number sunji but to say tambe shakpa da tanje sungen gone shakpa lag to lane tomen tune migebe lechable josim chutapo chabos. Strong regret. Strong regret. Say 3 people say do drugs now modern time. One die, another one very critically ill. So you are ill but not that ill. So then that moment you regret, you very much regret you took that because you see somebody just died there. That kind of regret, very strong regret that you are not going to do it again. Strong regret. Strong regret, okay. So I'm not making this up. These are all in the text. It's all in the text, so I'm not making. This is like the power of remedy, power of remedy. Recite mantra, recite sutras, going around the holy object, going around the stupa purifies. Or meditating on shunyata, building holy image, all of that, the power of antidote. Okay, power of antidote. Then any positive mindset you can generate. There's a power of antidote. Second power, first regret. Second, remedy. Top these are took the Nepal top power of some kind of commitment. Now I very much regret. From now on, next minute, next hour, next day, I'm not going to say that. I don't feel very good. I don't feel I said it. I very regret. I'm not next time I'll be more mindful. At least this hour, like that, making progress, some kind of commitment. Okay, that thing there's like a third power. Tenjitop, power of object. Jamdo which is of course according to Buddhism, that power of object is taking refuge in Buddha Dhamma Sangha and generating bodhicitta. Or maybe generally speaking, then saying sorry to the person that you hurt. Just to go there, say sorry, so not going to do it again. Forgive me or something like that. There could be the power of object, okay? So now, what kind of sign you see in the dream? If your negative karma has been purified, what kind of sign that you're going to see in the dream? That one. So then I'll stop, okay? So then the karma is done. That digbachawe semala milam to saying about chukbas. If you dreams, you're throwing up, you throw up. Not just one time, it needs to be a number of times, not just one time. So, short almost drinking milk, drinking, not, they say drinking yogurt, you don't drink yogurt. What do you say?
Some kind of dairy product.
No, drink milk, then what do you say to yogurt? Huh?
There are yogurt drinks these days.
No, you say eat yogurt or drink yogurt?
Eat,
Huh?
typically eat.
Eat yogurt, yeah. So here, they don't understand between eat and drink. He said drink yogurt. Shoto almost 2 hours. Yeah, so if you dream drinking milk, eating yogurt, good sign. Nimadan dawato, seeing sunshine, moonlight, namkala jobas, flying into the space, flying, not just has to be space. Like sky, flying, seeing fire. Maeda minabu tuas. Mahe means buffalo, defeating buffalo, encounter. Some reason the buffalo hate this cloth. Buffalo, they hate red. In my monastery, we have countryside, we have a lot of buffalo. I think that's the reincarnation of Chinese army. I'm just joking. So anyway, so one time, me and I have one friend, Hunch, what do you call? Hunchback. Now he's passed away. Me and we, so, the monastery, to just go to the creek to clean your clothes, blanket, all of them. There's no washing machine. Tuesday, there's no class. Then we went, walk like 2 hours. There's a huge creek. Takes go through the farm, Indian farm. So when we are coming out, the buffalo come after us, means he and me, so fast. We just ran like looking at the buffalo, ran. All of a sudden there's a huge hole there, just fall in the hole. Not very deep, like just, I think like somebody protect us. Fall, so then buffalo stop. But buffalo cannot see because we can't see the buffalo. Somehow it stopped. So somehow this bright color really bothered them. You remember many years ago, Kadamba Center gave me a gift camera. I was doing retreat in Charlottesville. There's like a farm. There's like yak, Tibetan bull, long hair. The guy owns a bunch of them. So in the farm, they are there, like maybe 15 of them. So the person who's helping me to cook, because I'm reciting a lot of large quantity of mantras, and he's cooking, the elder Tibetan gentleman. And one day he said, I need to go to see the yak. I said, okay, we'll go. There's another American, Paul Hackett, he's like, bring grocery, all of that. So then I kind of excited, I have this new camera, so I probably said, okay, let's go take photos. And so he insisted he wants to feed the yaks with his hand. That's what you do in Tibet. You feed them, you become friend with them. It's not a stranger. There, you just drive a tractor, you throw them there, you don't really contact. So he's like, grabbed a bunch of grass and went there, close. Yaks, all the yaks, because they see my rope, they all like gang up in the hill, small hill, they're looking down. So then he's going there, but they are looking not at him, looks like they're looking at me. All of a sudden they charge, a lot of them. I just ran, so there's no bodhicitta, no dharma, nothing, so no understanding. I just like run fast as I can. There's not just one, 15 of them probably chasing me. I just fall. I thought now that's the end of my life. I think my body and consciousness separated. After that, nothing happened. Somehow, those yaks decide to stop. Then I'm worried, start worrying about camera. So in your dream, if you are defeating buffalo, so there's another sign, okay? Another sign, then you got the Gelong may continue seeing nuns and monks. Homa jume shing dance. There's like homas like there's some certain trees. When you cut, there's like white things flow. White things they call milk, but it's not real milk. You cannot drink poison. Suppose over there you can make a rubber or something. Homa jume shing means homa means milk. Shing the tree. Longbo the chujo the reader sing the contact the zapas. Or riding a bull, riding the elephant, then riding snow line, mountains, houses, and then dreaming about listening teachings. All of them is the sign that your purification is working. Your purification is working. These are all for the sake of knowledge, okay? Okay, so now finish. Okay, finish. So now please read if you have time, if you are interested, reread about the karma and think, especially when things are falling apart. That moment is the critical to think about karma. Okay, before you blame yourself, blame anybody else, you think about karma a little bit. See if you can overcome from blaming anybody else, and see if you can point it to karma. So then from there, then try to create some meaning. Okay? Oh yeah. Yeah, thank you. So now do dedications. Next Wednesday, Atisha text, Lama Atisha text.
Next Wednesday is the Lama Tsongkhapa Day.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, then there'll be no class. Party.
Yes. And then the Wednesday after, it's New Year's Day. So we'll skip that day and
To
start.
Wednesday.
Yeah, and start in January.
That's good news. If you have time, then please come to Christmas here. We have some kind of event, and we do some practice because this year there's two Lama Tsongkhapa. You see, maybe after class, if you come here, so beyond the throne, there's like statue of Tibetan master. Here you can see the Thangka here. Same birthplace as 14th Dalai Lama. His Holiness Dalai Lama. Same birthplace. So on 25 is the anniversary, Lama Tsongkhapa anniversary. So we do some practice. So then after that, Tibetans, they will cook, bunch of Tibetans, they come here, they'll cook fresh noodles. So then we eat and we eat dessert and just talk. Then, okay, we go down. Doesn't have to be center member. You can bring your friends for the noodles.
Okay, if you're in the Gampa, please turn to page 100 in the Gold Prayer Book, and we'll say the short mandal offering for appreciation. Sashi Purki Tukshi Meto Tramri Ravling Shi Nije Gen Pa Mikte Ua Hidro Kunamdak Jingla Chuparshok Jetsun Lame Kutse Rauten Chingnam Katrin Le Chok Chur Ge Padang Lo Sang Tenpe Trun Me Sa Sung Gidro We Mun Sel Talk to Ne Gyur Chig Idam Guru Radna Mandala Kam Nirya Tayami. And now pages 235 and 236. Gewadi Nyor Tu Dog Lama Sangye Truk Yorne Troa Chikyang Malupa Dei Sala Gupar Shog Jang Chub Sem Chog Rinpoche Ma Ke Panam Ke Gyur Chig Ke Wanyam Pa Me Payam Gong Ne Gong Du Pel War Shog Jam Pel Pawo Jitar Ken Padang Kundu Zangpo De Yang De Jin Te De Da Kungi Jesu Da Glob Cheer Ge Wadi Dak Tam Che Rap Tu No Du Sum Shek Pe Gel Wa Tam Che Ki Ngo Wa Gang Ma Chok Tu Ngag Pa De Dak She Ge We Tsa Wa Di Kun Kyang Sang Po Chu Chi Rap Tu Ngo Wa Gi Dagi Ji Ne Sak Pe Ge Wa Di Tendang Dro Wa Kun La Gang Pendang Ke Par Jet Sun Lo Sang Drak Pa Hi Tenpe Nyingpo Ring to Sel Je Shok. And on page 244, the long life prayer for His Holiness. Gangri Rawe Korwe Shing Kam Dir Pendang Dewa Malu Chung We Ne Chen Re Si Guang Tenzin Gyat Soi Shape Si Te Bardu Ten Gyur Chig. And the next page for Khetsu Rinpoche. Jonu in agla wang jor tu awatare tsen ba rap sot pa lob sang gel we de tong leg pel chok cha ser gen gir lama sol wa deb. And inside the back cover, the prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche's swift return. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious one, Shravakas and Pratyeka Buddhas, victorious Losang father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you are the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And now inside the front cover, the long life prayers for Geshe Gelek and Geshe Sangpo. Ge wa lam na dren pe de pun chog, leg she dampa ter wei nyen mor je, chuki tsa wa mi tong she nyen chog, drag pa pong wei la ma jap ten chig. Ge wei chuki bog jab rob ten ching, pel den la me dam nyak ning la chang, zang po ja wei nyen shen de je pe, she nyen chen po ku che rob ten chig. And for the benefit of all beings, 7 green Tara mantras. Om Tari Tu Re So Ha. 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 Om Tari Tu Re So Ha.
Okay, good night. Oh, yeah. Yeah, good night, yeah.
If you have a red prayer book, you can put it back where they came from.
Thank you, Linda.
And if anyone can stay and help me take down water bowls, that'd be great.
I'm happy to help with those water belts.
Aw, you'll be helping in spirit. Thank you, Rainey. Thanks, everyone online. Good night.